what your Billy do. Ooh, 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 ooh. Breaking the hearts and breaking the rules. Ooh, 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 ooh. 10 out of 10, I'm feeling like 2. I ain't tripping, this is easy. Easy, got 'em excited to meet me. Meet me. I got diamonds, you got CZs. Wake up, get to it, and repeat. Hey, I ain't hearing nothing hate to say. Let them talk about us. My whole crew is about 100 G. Gotta walk around it. I kill it and then I walk away. Put the chalk around it. I just get low key and watch them talk about it. Every week I got a mission to get it. Hop on a flight and then finish in business. I'm sitting in business. Just look at the ticket. A traveling man. I'm switching to pivot. Why would I talk about it when I live it? I know that you live it. I know that you mad. Putting up numbers and flipping the digits again and again and again. Well, you get it. Elevate and enjoy the saga. Better pay, give me more of them dollars. Still on the grind, ahead of my time. My yesterdays are your mananas. Trip to Hawaii to bust out the haka. I bust out the haka. I bust out the when there's nothing to do. Never been capping, you know that it's true. Haters will cry me a river like boo. Breaking the hearts and breaking the rules. Ooh. 10 out of 10, I'm feeling like 2. I ain't tripping, this is easy. Got 'em excited to meet me. I got diamonds, you got CZs. Wake up, get to it, and repeat. Hey, I ain't hearing nothing hate to say. Let them talk about us. My whole crew is about 100 deep. Gotta walk around it. I kill it and then I walk away. Put the chalk around it. I just get low key and watch them talk about it. Yeah.
Just like I've been smooth for so long, I'm trying to get rough.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Joey Sly, the kicker, stands ready. And off we go from Tampa. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Yeah, keep it up.
Alert! Your game to win on, man!
Mayfield on play action. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. It's Tariq Castro Fields who picked it. And the Commanders are going to get it back here just past the 35. The 1st and 10 here for Hal and the Commanders at their 36-yard line. The drive will start with an option going left. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
17 yards. First down, Washington.
First down, Hal to throw. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Off play action. It's Hal. They'll roll him out right. Looking and finding Thomas in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Logan Thomas, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Commanders are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Commanders 7, Buccaneers nothing. Joey Sly to kick off for the Commanders.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Mayfield to throw it. He's going to take another shot here. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Calling a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
On 3rd down, Robinson. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. So here we go, 4th down. Howell. Thomas brings it in. And he will be taken down, but it's a big play and a conversion for Washington on 4th down. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 2. Howell from the gun. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive, then march to the end zone the last time out.
Robinson up the middle, and they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Fourth down, Howell. Got his target, Samuel. Yeah, this is going to wind up working out just fine as he'll have a Washington first down. And an exhale there as they convert on 4th. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And a short gain down to about the 33. Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. 2nd down, Howell now. In trouble, and he's taken down. Shaquille Barrett. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And that is no good. They hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in, and this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
And this is a commentary in today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence.
Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Mayfield. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Howell, he'll look to throw it. Slings this deep from McLaurin. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 51 yards. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Sly on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That's now 6 dropbacks, 6 incompletions. Yeah, the defense has been pretty good early, but he's got to start hitting some of those throws. He's making them better than what they actually are.
Second down, Mayfield. That's complete. It's Chris Godwin finding room at midfield. And he will step out of bounds all the way down inside the 40. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 48 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Mayfield. On the left side, a catch by White. He's got room to roam. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. White is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5. Back at the 5-yard line now. 2nd and goal. Here's Mayfield. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Well, let's see where they turn on 3rd and goal from the 5. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Can this defense hold him out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. Throwing, Mayfield. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Cade Otton, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bucs' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal. That looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
2nd and 8 coming from the 19. 2nd down and a run by Robinson. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Washington.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. The Commanders going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They go play action with Howell. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Now Howell. Taking a shot for Samuel. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Buccaneers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. First down, Mayfield. Going across the formation, there's Utton with it. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on it's the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion, and more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Going for it on fourth. Here's Howell. Thomas has got it. Complete. And he is going to have a Commander's first down on what will be a big play there on 4th and long. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Howell. Got a man. It's De'Ami Brown, complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 23. Hand off now to Robinson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Here's Howell to throw on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Sam Howell taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Commanders take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, the next drive, that can make this a three-possession game.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Mayfield now. His throw incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
A second down throw for Mayfield. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him.
And the passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces third and long.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Mayfield now from the 50. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. It's Tariq Castro Fields who picked it. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
I tell you, you don't have press conferences when you sign guys like this. But he's been a real difference maker so far. That's now 2 interceptions for him in the game. And when you're getting contributions up and down your 53-man roster, you're going to be all right.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
Off play action, it's Howell. And his throw here's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Howell throwing on third down here. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Commanders are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead is up to 18 now. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the third quarter from Tampa. Mayfield looks to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. Finding space at the 40. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. Flush to his right. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 7. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, 50 yards. And the Bucs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept him out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on him. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And not a very good return at all, as he won't even get this back to the 15. Howell and the Commanders come up now 1st and 10 at their own 13. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Robinson with another carry. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. And Howe will throw it. Slings this deep for McLaurin. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Now Mayfield. It's caught by Mike Evans. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. From the gun, Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Quan Martin, and the Commanders force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. A 1st and 10 here for Howell and the Commanders at their own 27. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it. You've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Out of the gun, it's Howell. And that will be incomplete.
We know as it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. So here we go, fourth down. Howell. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw on target to Godwin here. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the first down carry. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he will find his man Samuel. He's across midfield. Now he's loose at the 40, inside the 20. And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 69 yards. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Throwing here, Howell. This is caught. Touchdown. Brian Robinson Jr. from 4 yards out. And the Commanders have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
On 3rd down, Mayfield, flush to his right. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing till the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Real.
Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And my goodness, another interception. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Little choice, Charles, but to go for it right there, and that pick 6 will be the icing on the cake.
Yeah, you don't know how many more possessions you're going to get, so really you're almost at the point of no options. Have to go for it. Bottom line, though, is defenders know that as well. They know you've got to throw the football. Had the right defense called, able to make a nice play on the ball, and that's all she wrote.
The extra point by Sly is up and good, and they open the lead up now to 25. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been. The ball comes out. And it's Washington that scoops it up.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. Give him a couple on the scramble in second down. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Mayfield to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone. As time has run out on this ball game. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best, and I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter.
I will not live in apology.